of the week, baby. The Pac-12 is on and popping. Like that, I got predictions. I'm about to get it in. We're going to do it in the middle of the week, baby. Pac-12. Y'all hear it? I had to put it on over there so I can watch the feed. As people come in, got to let them realize what's going on. The Pac-12 is back in the building. What up, Marcus? What's going on, man? We finna talk about this Pac-12. Let me invite some people in here, man. I didn't do things my traditional way, if you guys can see. I'm at the house. I ain't been back at the house in a minute, man. Yeah, man. I just didn't want to be. I didn't want to be at the office with the whole election. I think right now it's a great time for us to talk football. Stop talking about all this polling and all this cheating that's going on with both of these dudes. I don't care. Somebody cheating, everybody cheating, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I want to talk football, right? I know one thing. If Arizona State is winning in the third quarter and they say stop the game because we winning and we was winning after halftime and we just feel like no more time should be left on the clock and we gonna get on the bus, we the winners, y'all would lose y'all mind. You gotta play the whole game, Trump. Play the whole game. But tell you this, we should know about who the president gonna be by about Black History Month. So right now, hey man, you just gotta live like you ain't got one. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I need my boy Chris Forrest on here, man, because some of this stuff I'm gonna show y'all today, man, is kind of crazy. Let me invite Miss Regina, because I just want to make sure, you know, I don't need Miss Regina getting on here in her feelings today. I'm for real. I don't want her getting on here, getting on nobody. For real, because it is what it is. You know, I want y'all to understand, man, that Tramel, yeah, he better not start hiding after they lost that game. You know, where you at, T-Hawk? We'll try to understand, man. It's quite crazy that Sean Miller in the building. What up, baby? That's my guy. Every time he come on, I'm gonna tell y'all, hardest hitting dude from elementary, Pop Warner, all the way through whenever he finished. He knocked your head off. Now, he fried some of the best fish and chicken. I just seen, you know, a couple years ago, we was out Simi Valley. See, my stomach don't forget stuff. It don't forget stuff. Tramel, I would have you come on because I want to understand how did y'all lose that game in Nebraska, man. What? Not Nebraska. Texas. How y'all lose that game to Texas, man? I want to know. I need somebody to get Miss Regina on because we need to see where she's feeling right about now. Like bubble guts start settling in about Wednesday when you about to play. Texas. I said Texas. I know I said Nebraska. Bubble guts start setting in on Wednesday. Kyrie Crump, I know your stuff. Stuff is starting to rumble right now because we get close to the game. I have a game tomorrow. I'm leaving in the morning. I'll go live. We play Utah State. Okay. Matt said, hey, she's still trying to get in the game right now. 5 turnovers to their 0+ game. Yeah, T, but you guys came out. That receiver came out. Uh, uh, that receiver came out. I mean, he came out and just, man, he just torched him. And then y'all started trying to act like y'all, yeah, but what was the problem? The receiver started killing. Then y'all start acting crazy. Oh man, Regina probably is going to lose 15 pounds this weekend just by not being able to be in the game. That is going to. So one thing, Max Williams Senior, he has been a tremendous alumni. I have a bill that is growing for him. He is making sure all my trips to Nevada for the games are paid. He's amazing, man. Nothing like good alumni. Love Max, man. He's just uh, my hotel bills, and we kept it under, because we don't want to ruin a great relationship. And Max has been outstanding. So Max, I'll be sending that to you. I'll wait till about tax season. I'll wait till about then. Okay. Texas trash. The DBs average 5'8". I don't. They won. See, this is what I don't understand about you, dude. How you gonna call a team trash after they beat you? That's what I mean. They beat you. Doyle, what's up? How did they beat you and now they trash? You were 6-0. 6-0. You went on COVID break, came back, and now you lost. Don't call a team trash. Don't call a team trash. That's not fair. You wanna call a team trash because you gave it to them. Okay. All right. Oh my God. D, what's up, Big D? Big D. Is my HBCU Connect. Yeah, they was on the hype train, Matt. I don't understand, man. We going four fumbles. Nah, man. I'm excuses. Excuses. We gonna start the day off with the coach's hot seat Wednesday, November 4th, November 2020 at 1:08 and counting. And the hot seat is looking a little funny. I I don't understand this, but I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we'll look at the hot seat together. The hot seat is not looking too hot for me. I I'm having a problem with the hot seat. Hold on. Let me do that. And let me do that. Okay. So now we see it. Why is Clay Helton number one on the hot seat? I mean, is Clay Helton? I mean, I see Kevin Sumlin done moved up. He has moved to number 3. Derek Mason, Vanderbilt, have they won a game? Don't get it. I watch this page, man, before recruiting purposes. I want to know what's going on, who might be there. Even in a COVID year, there's going to be some movement. So you guys got to understand. I don't think Clay number one. I really don't. I don't think he should be number one on the hot seat. But they have him as number one, and they are typically about 90 something percent, 88, 80 some, 90% right. The Vanderbilt look, Derek Mason, he's at the Stanford of the SEC. It's hard for a guy to recruit there. You have an ugly name in the school. Who likes to say I go to Vanderbilt? Like, I mean, that's just probably it. Crump, Sumlin, let me open my other iPad so I can read these comments because I can't read comments while I'm on a shared screen. So let me go to my iPad and I can see what you guys are saying. Because I don't understand why Sumlin is on the hot seat. I just don't I don't get it. I'm trying to understand why Kevin Sumlin is on the hot seat. I do understand why Kevin is on the hot seat. I don't understand why Clay Helton is on the hot seat. Scott Frost, Nebraska, you brought your boy home. He's undefeated at Central Florida. Should have never left. Stay in your lane. You're not ready yet. South Carolina coach. South Carolina. Chip. Let's talk about this Chip Kelly. This Chip, this Chip Kelly hot seat thing is amazing because when we get to the schedule of the Pac-12, Chip UCLA got they open with Colorado, which might be their easiest game, and after that, he might be out of Westwood before Christmas. Les Miles, Kansas, came in with all this hype. He just told them he put a ski mask on, put the money in the bag. He is stealing. Mike Leach opens up, beats LSU. Everybody loses. Now, that's what's funny. I don't see Orgeron on here. I mean, 2-2? Shellacking by Auburn? Is the Auburn coach on here? Because he used to be on here. Let's look at it. Oh, there he is. Gus Maslin. There he is. Well, I think the top 10 is okay with the exception of Clay Helton. I just don't think Clay should be on the list at all. I don't think Clay, and I can't read what you guys are saying right now. Wait, what are you guys saying? He left because he couldn't do it in Central Florida, could never be competed. Lamont's watching. What's up, L? Yeah, my homie is on here. Brother's always on the hot seat. I mean, when you look, Lovie Smith was on the hot seat the day they hired him. Dino Babers, I've heard his name rumble for a UCLA job, but how can you be up for a job and you're in the top 10 with the dude that's at 6? Tennessee coach, I mean, you're in the SEC. You got to get with everybody else, man. You got to get your bag right. Them 30 and them 20s and $30,000 checks you trying to give out ain't gonna do it. You got to get in that 200,000 and 300,000 range with all of your counterparts. Who got a natty? Chris? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not. I'm just. Whoo. Texas State, who cares? UConn, who cares? Doug Martin needs to leave New Mexico State. Who cares about UMass? I think the coveted jobs here, Houston, Illinois. Quite funny, I don't see Iowa on here, who's 0-2, 0-3. Travell, your coach is on here. Your coach is on here. Yeah, Chris, I just asked where was Coach O at? Like, he got a natty, that's it, but they don't play in the SEC. They going to give him this COVID year. He better not come out 2-2 next year, tell you that much. Now, the Jeff Collins is funny because when you start looking at recruiting, he just got there, he's changing stuff around. You got some good kids coming. I don't think that's a valid one at all. But I'm blown away when I look at the Pac-12 right now. The Arizona UCLA coveted jobs. I will give you guys a little insight on what I've heard already. The UCLA job, Sarkisian's name is out there. Defensive coordinators from Oregon's name is out there. Arizona's job, both the Oregon defensive coordinator's job is his name is on that one. I've heard that a couple of times. So I'm just telling you guys, the buzz is already going. Whole staffs, guys are looking. I heard the Oregon defensive staff, UCLA, and Arizona. I heard Sarkisian, UCLA. Haven't heard him anywhere else. USC, I'm just really blown away that Clay Helton is the number one guy in the hot seat, and that just doesn't. I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. That doesn't sit right with me. So when we look, I look at hot seat stuff. So here's the hot seat. They got everybody ranked and they have them leveled out. So Clay, his compensation is $5 million a year on a 6-year deal. I don't know how many years left he has on it. In 6 years, he's 40-22, above 500. Oh, so he's in the last year of that deal. That's why. But the guy goes 8-5 and goes to a bowl game, and we still acting like uh we still acting like Pete Carroll's running around here. He's not. When do we get over the fact that he's not Pete Carroll? It's the same as everybody had to do when John Robb left, that the other guys that came after John Robb was not John Robb. USC will be better when we graduate with these guys and go, okay, that was that era. This is his era. I'm looking at his numbers. His numbers are okay. He don't have a national check. He has a Rose Bowl. Half of you guys run around sending your kids all over the country and not letting them stay at home. So at the end of the day, uh, he's doing very well with 30% or 40% of the best players out of Cali and SoCal going to other schools. That they be there, we'd be in the national championship. I just I think that's just what it would be, you know. Um, Derek Mason, $3.5 million, 8 million, 8-year deal. He's in year 8 of his deal. 27-51. Yeah, his seat is sizzling, crackling, burning with taco grease on there. He needs to go. He got to go. Sumlin, uh, a 3-year deal is his 3rd year in this deal. You know, $2.5 million. He's 9-15, 4-8 last year. And you won't recruit California like you ought to. You staying in Texas and you're not winning, you know. And I think he just hired his successor in the coach that came from UCLA was a head coach. Love the guy. Great DB coach, defensive coordinator, was at Iowa State. I'm drawing a blank. You guys know, Crump, you know what I'm talking about. Coach Rose. You know, Coach Rose. I think he hired his replacement. Nebraska, I think Nebraska literally dropped the ball. They gave Scott Frost $5 million deal for 5 years. He's 500. He's 28-28. You know, 4-8. Um, you know, he's been 4-8 and he's 2-3. You know, over the last 2 seasons. I mean, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, ugh. You know, right now oh, that's him now. I'm sorry. So he's 5-7, Scott Frost, and he's 0-1 in his season right now. So he's not starting off really well. Chip Kelly is very interesting. Chip Kelly is making $6 million. He's in year 3 of his contract. 7-17. He has a 29% winning percentage. He went 4-8 last year. 4-8. Ooh. He is making $5.5 million too much, is what I'll say. He needs to get Chip needs to give some money back. He losing so bad right now. I mean, I just don't think this is right. This is not good. Dino Babers. So when you guys see the arrow next to their names, that means they're trending up. Pruitt 8-5. He's starting off the season in the SEC 2-3, making $4.5 million. 8-5. He's went 15-15, 500. In 2019, he went 5-7. He's literally. Oh no, that's Babers. He's 2-3 right now. Babers is making $2.7 million, 9 years. This is his 5th year. 24-32, 5-7 last year, and he's starting off 1-6 right now. His bags. They put in the overnight package in there, the toothpaste and the shaving cream. He on his way out. He got to go. Texas State shouldn't be firing anybody. I don't know anybody who wants to go anywhere where they got Dookie Brown uniforms like Wyoming, but okay. He makes $800,000. He's been 2-year deal, 4-16. You know, 4-16. I mean, He's 3-9 and 1-7. So yeah, it does. It says he's level. Doug Martin is level as well. No other really name. Levy Smith is another one. I mean, the arrow is pointing up with Levy. Um, oh my God. I mean, Lovey Smith. Lovey is 5 years, 15 and 36. Love Lovey. I thought Lovey, but Lovey doesn't have the charisma as a Herm, but he's been a winner in the NFL. I just liked him. 29% winning percentage, 29 and 28. I mean, not 29, but five and oh my God, 5 and 36 over 5 years. 15 and 36. 15. I'm sorry, 15 and 36. Woo-wee. So he had a great season last year. He went 6-7. Starting the year off at 0-2. Kind of rough to get guys from the East West Coast to go to Illinois and mess with that Hawk coming off. It's just cold. Now Mike Gundy, Trammell, the racist, he $5.2 million. 133 and 65, 16 years, man. I mean, he's 8-5, 4-1. He's doing good. I don't know why he would even be trending up other than the racist comments from earlier in the year. I think that's the big part with him. So that's the hot seat for you guys today. David Shaw, they say he's on the rise. I don't see David Shaw being sent anywhere. I really don't, but okay. In the middle part, it's the edge of the hot seat, and they're moving up. The Pitt coach, Bowling Green, South Florida. My guy Matt V is on here. These are schools we need. So this is the hot seat. You guys can find the hot seat at coacheshotseat.com. Comes out every day. After every weekend, people move up. They get new rankings. So you guys can follow that. It's a great website. I like following it just to to kind of mess around and look at what's going on, right? But I want you guys to understand. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about a little bit about this in recruiting, okay? Because we all should be calling UNLV right about now. Is what we should be calling. UNLV needs some help. They should not tell me, Matt, or anybody with a service they should be looking for everything. Right now, I got some 7th graders that they should offer. They were bad the other day. I'm just gonna tell you, we went up top on them dudes. First play of the game, Romeo had 226 yards. LZ, I got your message, and dude didn't even answer my call to Monday. So I said he must still be mad about the fact that I had to change my last name from Jernigan because he he got a son on that team that had the receivers that was just destroying us. I'm not talking to him, but UNLV, California recruits 323-335-6359. Give us a call. We have kids for you, man. See, one lineman looked like he'd been in the league, out the league, in a retirement home, and put back his uniform on. He walked off the field. I said, man, you are 74 years old. How are you blocking for anybody out here right now? This is crazy. So, man, I want to get to the USC, the Pac-12. I want to talk about these games. USC came in. I just looked at the line today. Right now, it is 7.5. So it went from 11 to 7, and then some depth charts came out the other day. I saw you guys posting. Johnny Wilson's going to be starting. LV's in the rotation. Didn't see Chad Johnson Jr. Wanted to know where he was. Looking at the two teams, I'm going to give my predictions. I want to hear what any of you guys have. like to get Chris on or Chris on when I get to Oregon State. Like to get Matt V on. Kyrie, if you're not at work, you like to come on. I like to get you on as well. So we kind of talk about this Pac-12. So like to have 3 or 4 of you guys on and get you guys' opinion about the Pac. Wanted Miss Regina on, but Matt has informed me that Miss Regina is in front of the ticket booth at Arizona State right now with a picket sign, and she is picketing that parents should be able to come into the game. So if anyone sees Miss Regina, please let her know. We're looking for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the the Zoom code in the box, and I'd like to get you guys on. Tony B, we had you on. We cannot invite you on because you're gonna be biased. We don't want you on me because you're gonna be biased, and you might be having to make a run to Runyon Canyon or something for the Kardashians. And we want to give a big shout out to a big shout out to Kanye West. He had 60,000 votes for the presidential election. He wanted to stop the counting, but we told him, Kanye, they had stopped at 60,000 on yours. And so we want to say, Kanye, you gave it a great shot. In the music industry, Kanye, you wouldn't have not went plastic, wood, or aluminum with those numbers. So you should just stick to being Kanye West, the rapper / sometimes preacher. So Miss Regina, we want you on the show. We want to get your prediction. How you doing? She's taking a break. They said she's taking a break from picketing about parents not being let in. Her and EJ called me cussing like I am the commissioner from the Pac-12. I have nothing to do with you not getting tickets. I ended up getting him a ticket for tomorrow to go with me to Nevada to see Nevada play, so he could feel better. So I put the Zoom in the meeting. Regina, I need you on. Chris, who else? I said Kyrie, I need you on. And I want to talk to you guys about this Pac-12. We're gonna share the screen. We're gonna talk a little bit about these games and what you guys don't think. Let's do, we might do 2 weeks. If Max is around, let's get on. Max really doesn't get on. He's got on with me once or twice. He really doesn't get on. And he's my super alumni that's really helping the family with all of our trips and stuff. And so we want to make sure that he stays working because we need him to continue to bless the family. So where y'all at? There go Miss Regina. How you doing, Miss Regina? We got Miss Regina in the building. Miss Regina is coming in the building. Miss Regina.
What do y'all want?
We knew you were out there picketing. They said you were out picketing in front of the Arizona State Stadium. And I said, well, I want to make sure if I could catch her on a break that we could get her on for her prediction.
No, I'm not picketing nothing.
Oh, okay. No, that didn't.
I'm actually working. Like some folks who ain't got no time. I'm actually working.
That looks like Vegas behind you. Where are you at?
I'm not in Vegas.
That's a big old truck.
Predict the score. So okay. Tony, whatever. I'm gonna let y'all.
Okay, we'll predict the score, but we wanted to talk to you. What is the EJ called me this morning? He was just cussing me out like I was the commissioner of the Pac-12. How are you guys getting in the game in the Mountain West? I said, hey, that's the Mountain West. We're in Nevada. I don't know, but what's the problem? Like, I thought you sent us a message that we were able to go to the game, and then all of a sudden we couldn't go to the game. What happened?
Ooh, no, that's their state. I can go.
Oh, you can see. I knew you was gonna come up with something.
I can go. That's their state. Washington said no. Oregon said no. California said no. We're good in Colorado. We're good in Arizona, and we're good in Utah. That's that north side. Have fun.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to give a prediction on that, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the schedule. You don't have to pick your son's game because that's not fair, right?
I always pick my son, so it don't matter. I don't care about nobody in this group. I'm always going to pick my son.
There you go. We're going to always bet on black. Bet your son.
I always bet on black. Okay. Always.
So when we look at this, we look at these games in the Pac-12, You already picked Arizona State. Arizona, Utah. Miss Regina, who you got?
Utah.
Oh, you can't go for Arizona. I forgot. You can't do that. That's the rival, right? You can't go for Arizona. So you got Utah.
No, I'll never pick Arizona either. Utah.
Your brother wants to come on with you and fight. You know who your brother is, right?
Who?
Chris. He's coming on fighting with you. Okay.
God. Tagging me on stuff. I'm like, what are you tagging me on?
UCLA, Colorado.
I don't know. They got UCLA, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know nothing about their new coach. And I know he came from the NFL. It's hard when you get to college. So I might say DTR gonna have a year. I'm gonna say DTR, UCLA.
Okay, Regina went with DTR. So you got Arizona State, Utah. You got UCLA over Colorado. Now this is a big one. I don't know if I want to come back to this as last.
I got Cal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Washington, Cal. You got Cal?
I got Cal.
Now you know
I got Cal.
Your phone gonna get text. He gonna be cussing. Now Chris is on here. So who do you got? Washington State, Oregon State.
I don't know nothing about them state schools over there, so I don't know.
You don't know now, huh?
Oregon State, Washington State. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the underdog. They've been the underdog all year. I'm gonna go Oregon State.
The underdog.
Because I don't know nothing about Washington State. I don't know what they got.
Okay, here's the game that everybody wants to see outside of USC, Arizona State. The other big game is Stanford, Oregon. Who you got?
I mean, I'm gonna go with the Ducks, but you know, even any given Saturday, you saw what we did any given Saturday. But I'm gonna go with Oregon because they should win. They're predicted to win.
Yeah, they are. All right. So, Miss Regina, you stay right there. We got to hear Mr. Chris, my brother.
Now I'm out. Love y'all. Gotta go back to work.
All right. I'll call you next time.
What about Jersey, man?
I got you. You good? You good? It's
All
coming.
right, bye.
All right. Chris, you in the building. Put your sound back on. You muted. There you go. What's up, bro? Oh, he connected his audio. He can't hear us. There he is. All right, Chris. Don't be messing with the camera. You cut your audio off again. You cut your audio off. There you go. You cut the audio off. Cut the audio back. Get out the car. There you go.
There we go. There we go.
All right,
I'm
Chris.
out here trying to get me something to eat. Shit.
I'm gonna start you in the back. I'm gonna start you over. I'm gonna start you in the middle. UCLA,
Colorado.
You ain't messing with you.
I'm not, man. Come on, bro.
See, I already know, Chris. I already know you're not messing with Chip Kelly.
Nah, it's just if you like, they got players, but I just don't think they got the right coaching staff there to execute it.
Okay, Washington Cal.
I gotta go with Washington because they got a good defense, bro.
Wow,
Cal and Cal. What is Cal? What are they bringing back?
9 offensive starters.
Okay, and their offense was trash. So what does that mean?
Okay, got you. Utah, Arizona. Can Arizona get a
Hell no.
Y'all dogging my man Kyrie, man. Y'all come on, man. We family, man.
Hey, bro, they look.
Kyrie,
hey, I want to see my boy play. That's it. Other than that, I got 2 players over I want to see Arizona play, and that's Barry Hill and Crump. Everybody else, man, I don't care about the way they shit on California kids. I'm cool. Okay.
Yeah, see, we got a lot of emotional stuff tied up with these predictions. I want to know if, you know.
No, but that's a real – Arizona's trash, though.
Okay. Stanford, Oregon.
That's tough. That is tough. I know a lot of people want to say Oregon because they ranked high, but they got an unproven quarterback. I mean, the defense, a lot of players are back. Like everybody like all these people left in the secondary, but a lot of people played last year. So you can't say that they got good dudes. I think it's gonna be Oregon. I think it's gonna be Oregon because they're gonna create turnovers.
Close.
It's a close game. Yeah, it's gonna come down to turnovers. I think Oregon will create turnovers and Michael will return something to the house.
Oregon State, Washington State, the teams you know the best.
You already know who I'm going with. It ain't even a question. I'm gonna tell you why. Tell you why.
Tell me why.
All right. We lost 2 players off the defense last year. 2. That's it.
All right.
Everybody else is coming back with some new dudes stepping up and stepping in. So I think we're gonna pull it off. And them, they don't really have. They're going with a freshman quarterback. And I think Jibby are gonna do his thing because I think he's gonna be better than Luton because he's gonna spread the ball out. We got a lot of speed out there. We got like 2 4-3 dudes on the team. We got Munchie. I think they're gonna pound Munchie a lot, and that's why we're gonna win.
How about Tyjon? How's Tyjon doing?
Tyjon doing cool. Him and Champ is rotating at the slot. So then we got the freshman out there. They hide him on the depth chart. They didn't release it on the depth chart, but we got a cold freshman out there, receiver. You got some dudes that's gonna play, and I think we just gonna beat them up front.
Okay. All right, the big one, and then after you go, I'm about to break down my whole picks with this, right? So, Arizona State, USC, and why? Break it down.
It's gonna be closer than what people think. I will tell you that. It'll be closer than what I just think it's gonna be hard. I don't know about. I know what Ashari can do. I know what Jack can do, but the question is, how are the linebackers going to be able to cover? That's my question big. That because there are going to be a lot of mismatches against that defense. You got Merlin, you got Dog, like they defenses. I like Arizona State defense. Arizona State receivers are unproven, every single one of them. Like them, but they unproven.
Boy, that's why you my guy. Because see, I love when people tell the truth and don't get on this. I was talking to particular people the other day. They were so hyped up and started talking about he was like this in youth football and he was like this in high school.
Listen, every person ain't hyping up in youth. I done seen them get shut down. So let's keep it real, but this is college. So they unproven.
I'm getting tired of these daddy ball, helicopter, non-graduates from youth football telling me about a dude that played in youth football and we playing Division I college football. Like,
we all know they good. Like I support every single one of them, but I done seen them have bad days. I done seen them get locked up. They're unproven in college football. I hope they go out there and ball. Trust me and believe me.
It goes back.
But I just think I would take USC secondary over them. And I don't think they have I don't think they have anyone on the defensive line that can stop Drake.
Absolutely.
I just don't think they have now Jaden is great with escaping though. So that's gonna be the play mark.
I like what Daryl West said. I really do like what Daryl West
What'd he say?
He said Pac-12 gonna be rusty this week. This week,
oh, for sure.
For everybody. So all these games are is up in the air. I really like that. I like that because
it's a fact.
Like these guys had a spring and a summer. And
they have 4 weeks.
And everybody has really dealt with the reality of what it is. It's I'm looking at and I was gonna go through some of the other games with you guys. But like the Indiana-Michigan game is huge. Indiana beat Penn State, right?
Yeah.
Michigan just lost to Michigan State. This game is huge. One is ranked 13, one is ranked something else. Like, you can't just go there. Indiana ain't no punk, right? Like,
nah, you ain't gonna go to Indiana but the one thing I will say is Harbaugh is good against non-rival schools.
Yeah, well, Harbaugh.
But that's the thing. The problem with like people be like, oh, Harbaugh is choking off. Look at their program before that.
Well,
they was mediocre program. At least they get mentioned now.
I'm gonna go with you on this real quick. All right. I got to go with Utah, Sharif Shaw, and those guys. I think they've
Yeah.
got more consistency as a team than Arizona.
Yep.
I love Coach Rhodes. I think, him and Greg, they got a coach. I mean, they got a coach. They got to coach guys they didn't recruit. They got to coach guys. They got to coach guys up. So I can't give. Though I want to go with Crump because that's my guy, but I got to go with the reality of Utah. Colorado, UCLA is very intriguing. To really to go with UCLA, like Regina said, they have more.
But ain't they playing in Colorado though?
Yeah, but they have more camaraderie with these guys. They've been together. I think UCLA pulls this game out. Talking to Coach Meat, he got a DB, he got DB issue. One of his guys went down already. So
right.
That game, I'm gonna slightly go with UCLA. Cal having 9 guys return doesn't do anything for me. Like you said, their offense was not high powered. Jimmy Lake is a defensive guy. If anything, this is a field goal frenzy, 12-6, something crazy, because Washington's offense isn't proven either. But they have a defense that'll keep them in the game, and if they can run the ball, they'll be okay.
Right, that's big.
Washington State, Oregon State, you got the Hawaii coach comes over. I think they're gonna try to throw the ball all over the field. I think with what my guy just said, with it being rusty, your best weapon is to be able to run the ball. You made a comment that they running the ball, they gonna pound these guys. I think running the football in your first couple of games when you haven't played in this amount of time is what you got to do. I'm gonna go with Oregon State. Stanford, Oregon for me is scary because of what I just said about running the ball. Coach Shaw ain't gonna do nothing he can't do. He gonna go double tight. He gonna run that football, and he gonna try to manage that football game. And I think that game becomes one of those 21-17, 24-27.
Could be.
It's gonna be tight unless Oregon is just super high power, ready to go, and they don't have a proven quarterback.
That's the problem. But what people don't understand, Oregon is a running team first. They're a run first team, always have been.
Right, but I'm gonna go with them slightly, but that's a scary one. And then with the SC game, I'm just telling you right now, I love Ashari, like you said, love Jack. They don't have enough.
Not enough.
SC is too high powered. I don't think they have enough on defense. And you said it. I made this comment the other day. When I talked to Prentice said, hey, when them freshmen get here, they're playing. That let me know where they were at. Receiving core wise, that if those guys come in from high school and they got to play, though Johnny Wilson is 6'6" and big and a little older, all that doesn't matter. Those guys they haven't played a college football game yet. Yeah. And he's got to play. So SC definitely, again, SC has a running attack. Stephen Carr, you got Steele back there. You got all these guys. You got the other running back steps. I mean, they
got that passing game. That's what's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Hey, Chris said it. I know I got an SC shirt on today. He said it. Our offense is super high powered. It looks crazy. It ain't no joke. So I don't know if anybody in the pack got something for Amon-Ra, Gary Bryant, this dude. Every time you take somebody out, you got somebody else to come in. So it's going to be rough.
Yeah.
That's going to be a rough.
It's going to be rough, but one thing I will say is the most talented freshman there is Johnny Wilson. If Prentice can get what he get out of him, he'll be a future All-American multiple times. I promise you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go from there, man, and let you get your food. I'm going over these other games.
Oh, yeah. You got to get the good food, man.
I see you had to get your food. Michigan, Indiana, very intriguing. Indiana's ranked 13.
Yeah, when you come out here, man, you got to tap in.
I got you.
All
right, brother. Chris Forrest in the building with you today, man. Oklahoma, Kansas, not really another intriguing game. South Carolina, the Pac-12 is it, man. The Pac-12 is the schedule everybody wants to see. Biggest game of the day, it's gonna have to be this one right here. Clemson, Notre Dame. We're gonna watch that game, 4:30. DJ starting the second game, I believe, unless they shot Trevor Lawrence with the vaccine and didn't tell us. Gonna be a great game. Gonna be one that we gonna see. And then next week, SC has Arizona. Lord have mercy. And then Alabama and LSU. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So I don't know how many people probably disagree with me with that whole SC, SC and Arizona State. I want to know who did, who sees anything different. I want to see if anybody sees anything different than what he said. It's over 20. It favors Oregon, under favors Stanford. ASU had 3 weeks of spring ball. They sure did. I was there. I forgot. While SC only had 1 day, which will factor in, but SC by 10. Ooh, Lamont, by 10? That's 7.5. I gotta go with my guy, man. I mean, I think that Darrell West hit it. Like everybody. So to say that, it kind of gives me another one. Say everybody got a chance. Every team has a chance because of what is not there. And then we gonna have we'll try to have Friday night prayer for all the players. So you parents, if you guys want to jump on, we want to pray because even in this short season, a lot of these guys get, it's tough, and we don't want guys to get injured. So depth is going to be another thing, man. How much depth do you have to be able to play guys? Because we're seeing it. Nevada played just here on Saturday. I was in Vegas, and now I got to go up to Reno. They play Utah State tomorrow. So depth is going to be really huge in the sense of how these guys have been taking care of their bodies, recovering. These are college dudes. Are they, hanging out, partying, that kind of thing, getting it on. I think this becomes a very, very big game for Jayden Daniels. And I'll say this because Jaden can really show everyone how awesome he really is. The worry of the young receivers sometimes can come back to the seasoned young great quarterback and how he brings them along and he manages the game. I think this becomes a huge game for him, and if he can come in and whether win or lose, manage this game and show that he can get the ball to some very young guys and stay in a game and play. I think Jayden shows you that his name needs to be mentioned in that Heisman candidate conversation with the rest of those guys. So that's going to be huge for him. For Solis, I think the quarterback situation for him is he's got to prove that JT leaving and him taking over, and I mean he's taking some big hits. He's got to prove that, hey, last year wasn't a fluke. Spring wasn't a fluke. They done named me this. This dude's done. So there's a lot of pressure, I think, in this game. And to Chris's point, as we start, really talking about this, from one perspective, I think I gotta say, sure. I think in this, I gotta say, Brew McCoy not proven yet. Gary Bryant not proven yet. So when we make these statements about Johnny Wilson, LV not being there quite yet, you got some receivers on USC's team that haven't played games either. So you can't just go, oh, well, they're young over here. You do have Stephen Carr is ready. Got it. Tyler Bonds is ready. You got seasoned guys, and I think that's what it is. Drake London, ready to go. I think you have those guys that are ready to go that have played in a college game. So that means that They've done it. I think Brew has gone through some at Texas, not at SC. Gary Bryant, this will be a first one. Hasn't taken a man. I saw a kid this week in the Nevada game. Little Bell, and Bell he got his bell run. A college hit, a real one. You know what I mean? Where dude some smacking, and so I think you got a lot of learning will be done in this game, and where we're gonna see this isn't 7-on-7. So I think we're going. I'm a little skeptical too. St. Brown, all proven. All those are proven, Lamont. I'm with you. Tyler, London, St. Brown, but you got Gary Bryant and a couple other guys. They got to kind of get in there. You said Brew is going to be scary. We'll see. It remains to be seen. We can't say it remains to be seen on one end for ASU and Johnny Wilson and LV and those guys, and then come over here and act like USC is returning 7 guys. They're returning the 3 guys you're talking about, and then a 5, a empty spread, 85, 88% air raid offense. You're going to be putting in all these guys to play. So that's going to be very interesting to see with them as well. So the USC game is the recruiting implications. I want to talk about that. This game has a lot of other layers attached to it. Do you guys think that win or lose, it kind of catapults or boosts one school over the other with kids in their decision? And with that being said, does LSU being 2-2 right now, does that sway some kids? Where's Rashad at? Does that sway kids' decision? Because we can say what we want, but I will say this: the SEC doesn't play. Yes, you won a natty. Yes, you went 2-2 the next year. It was a COVID year. We give you that. You jump out 2-2 next year, bro, you won't be there. So what does that do for a decision for Davis? What does that do for maybe a Corey Foreman, who we don't know where he's going to go? There's talk that he was going to lean that way, and there's talk he may go to SC. Does this game catapult SC and back into a spotlight that says, hey, I want to stay home? SC look like they doing it. It surely better get Clay Helton off of the hot list. And does it? I don't know. Does it move them back into everything? I think something about the stars aligning with SC, because you allow Reggie Bush back. You start getting some other stuff happening around the school. The school is bubbling. Kids. I'm talking to somebody the other night. They said, man, I had 4 or 5 of these guys over here with SC offers. That's all they were talking about, how they all might want to go to SC together. So, I mean, you're talking about something is cultivating here. And if they win this game and come in the pack and come and beat a school like Oregon or somebody, what does that mean for the SC program? And a guy like Clay Helton, who Lynn Swann is showing everybody, I kind of knew what I was talking about. The dude, 8-5, he's a winner. Give him an opportunity. He's brought, Chris Claiborne is there now. Hawkins is there right now. Start putting some people in the right place, keeping kids at home in LA. Does this game move in a certain way? If USC loses, does that catapult again? Hey, does that catapult Herm, SC, and Coach AP maybe into what Matt said earlier, into that U of A job as a head guy? And now you got AP going against Herm and USC recruiting and hiring the right people to help him in the process of his whole recruiting still. So I don't know, man. I think these things become very, very, very huge. I want to know from you guys, how huge is this game? Lamont said this season's big for SC. In a COVID year, Lamont, can in a COVID 8-game season, can Clay Helton lose 2 games? Big question. Can Clay Helton lose 2 games? You know, 6-2 in an eight game season ain't bad. It's a B on a grading scale. It's a high B. Can't lose 3 games. I don't think he can lose 3. Can he lose 2? Can Clay Helton lose 2 games and still keep his job? Can he lose 3 games? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Clay can lose 2 games. I think he's got to go 7-1, be in the talks of the championship, get to a good bowl game, and the 1 game. Okay, so if they play 9 games, Lamont, can he lose 2? 7-2. Can't go 6-3. They'll lose their mind. Well, we got this dude. Now, you got the COVID excuse. He has a built-in excuse with COVID. COVID is it. We're built in. He's not. That's it. I mean, you tell me. Can he go? I'm asking you guys. Yeah, Doyle, I'm with you. Can't lose 3. Can't go 6-3. He can go 7-2, 8-1. He cannot go 6-3, 5-4, anything like that. He out of there. Out of there. Like swimwear out of there. I mean, huge. Cannot lose 3. Yeah, Lamont said 6-3. 6-3, he's done, but he has the COVID excuse and that contract. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, woo, that's a tough one, Lamont. That's a tough one. Want to look at USC and some of the Pac-12 schools. The two, no blowouts. No blowouts, though. No blowouts. So I want to look at I want to go and look at 24/7 and look at the recruiting board for USC football, and just want to kind of take a look at the commitments that USC has right now, and even with this is crazy, man. So give you guys a good look. So 21 commits for SC. I wonder if Jake stays and Miller Moss. I mean, you get 2 of these guys. I wonder if they both stay committed to the school. You got the wide receiver out of Skyline. You got the old man out of Lincoln in Washington, who I'm telling you, I stood next to him in Orlando, Florida for the national championship. I literally asked him which kid was out there was his. I did not know he was in high school. He thought he was a father. Bosco linebacker. SC looks really, really, really like they went and did some things. John Muir High School kid, Kayla, one of my pro-way guys. Jay Toa, Semi Valley. B. Philip Riley out of Florida, another corner. The Marion safety kid out of Warren. J-Rock. Brandon Campbell. Josh Moore, Michael Jackson, Lake. They got some guys, Max. So, 2 biggest names probably missing from there, Sierra Wright and Corey Foreman. You get that, you're there. I mean, this looks great. This looks great. As opposed to previous year, they were 64. 64 in this recruiting class, right? And now, they're shooting around here at 7 with a national rank. They're number 2 right now in the Pac-12 with all the kids that they have. So SC is doing very, very well to say that. So when I say recruiting stipulations, when we look at this, we can go in here and look at the Pac-12 or ASU. Oh shoot. Let me fix that. So yeah, so when we look at ASU, nationally they're ranked 33, fifth in the Pac-12. Here they are with their 21 commits. St. Bernard's kid Isaiah Johnson, committed corner. Uh, Junior Alexander, another kid from FSP, wide receiver, 6'3" guy. So you start looking, they're looking to get Jaden some help. Finn Collins, kid out of Bishop Alamany, transferred from Calabasas and San Joaquin Memorial in Fresno. Uh, so they got a lot of guys just really want to. They also have a tight end, Kyle Horn. He's a transfer from UMass. So got him out the portal. That's what that means. You got that kid out the portal. So got a lot of guys guys in here that they're recruiting and they're going through. So Robert Reagan out of Orange Olu, another corner. So they got Jaden kid, linebacker out of Oak Cliff, out of Dallas. So ASU is really interesting. I heard this about them as well, is that they're not getting guys out of Arizona, which people are pretty upset by. They got this kid, Issa Glass, 6'5", 245, out of Arizona, and haven't really signed anybody else. So this game, I think, from a Southern California perspective, from a recruiting perspective, I think it becomes very, very, very interesting, to say the least, in the recruiting. So we're gonna see what this looks like, you know. So the recruiting, the USC game is huge, and so man, I had fun with y'all today. I'm gonna keep it 100. I gotta get in here and get some stuff done. I want to say we will come back. We will have the Monday rundown. We'll check out how the weekend shook out with the college games. I want to thank Miss Regina for coming in, giving us her predictions. I want to thank my boy Chris Forrest. Kyrie was at work. He couldn't come in. Lamont, we already know. We thank Lamont for coming in, always giving his words. Doyle Jones coming in, and OG Bobby Johnson. My boy Tramel, he got off real quick. He's still getting over that loss from this weekend. Tony B, as well as Matt V, for coming in, talking with us today. LZ Washington for dropping them smiles on us. Hey, remember this: vote Kanye West 2024. He gets more than 60,000 votes. And I'll check with y'all next time. And we on, man. There it is. That's the Deacon, man.